The rain lashed against the gargoyles of Gotham, each drop a tiny hammer blow on the already bruised city. From his perch atop a skyscraper, Batman surveyed his domain. Below, the siren of a police car wailed its mournful tune, a common sound in this perpetually twilight metropolis. Tonight, however, felt different. A chill, more profound than the November air, settled in his bones. The news reports had been vague, just whispers of a new, unsettling presence in Gotham's underworld. Not a brute like Bane, nor a madman like the Joker, but something quieter, more insidious. Suddenly, a flicker on his bat computer, tucked discreetly into his cowl. A security alert from the Gotham Museum of Antiquities. A silent alarm. That meant the intruder was skilled, professional, or perhaps something else entirely. With a silent glide, Batman descended into the chaotic symphony of Gotham's streets. The bat signal's beam cut a stark silhouette against the storm clouds above. The museum, a grand neoclassical structure, stood eerily silent, its illuminated facade belying the disturbance within. He breached the roof access, dropping into the vast, echoing main hall. Moonlight filtered through the skylight, illuminating ancient artifacts and display cases. But one display was conspicuously empty. The legendary Scepter of Ethelred, a relic said to possess mystical properties, was gone. A faint whisper, like silk brushing against stone, reached his ears. Batman spun, his cape flaring out, but saw nothing. Then, a shadow detached itself from the deeper darkness near a sarcophagus. It was a figure, tall and slender, draped in dark, flowing garments that seemed to absorb the ambient light. They held the scepter, its polished surface reflecting the faint light in an almost hypnotic way. "Who are you?" Batman's voice, a low rumble, cut through the silence. The figure merely tilted their head. A mask, smooth and featureless, concealed their identity. Then, with a gesture so fluid it seemed to defy physics, they raised the scepter. A wave of shimmering darkness pulsed outwards, washing over Batman. He felt a momentary disorientation, a strange chill that went deeper than just temperature. He lunged, grappling with the figure. Their movements were surprisingly graceful, almost ethereal. They twisted out of his grasp, moving with a speed that was unnatural. The scepter glowed faintly now, and as the figure swung it, not at him, but at the air, reality itself seemed to ripple. A section of the wall behind them shimmered, then dissolved into a swirling vortex of shadow and starlight. "Gotham is mine," the figure whispered, their voice a soft, unsettling hiss that seemed to emanate from everywhere at once. They stepped into the portal, the scepter held aloft. Batman, regaining his bearings, raced towards the disappearing vortex. He dove through just as it began to shrink, barely making it before it sealed itself with a faint pop. He found himself in a place that defied description. Not a room, not a street, but an endless expanse of swirling cosmic dust and fragmented realities. The figure stood calmly in the center, the scepter now glowing intensely, pulling at the very fabric of this strange dimension. "You meddle where you do not belong," the figure said, turning to face him. "This scepter allows me to reshape the very threads of existence, and with it, I will reshape Gotham into a city worthy of my vision." Batman stood firm, his grappling hook ready. "Gotham already has a protector." "A flawed one," the figure countered, and with a flick of the scepter, a barrage of distorted images flashed before Batman's eyes. Moments of his past failures, faces of those he couldn't save, all twisted and magnified. He gritted his teeth, pushing through the mental assault. This was not a fight he could win with just strength. This was a battle for reality itself. He had to sever the connection, disrupt the scepter's power. With a roar that echoed through the cosmic void, Batman launched himself forward, a dark knight against a being attempting to rewrite existence. The fate of Gotham, and perhaps more, hung in the balance. What happens next? Does Batman succeed in stopping this mysterious figure? What is their true identity, and what is the vision they have for Gotham? The scepter is a weapon unlike any he has faced before, capable of bending reality itself. This isn't just about stopping a criminal. It's about saving the very soul of his city from being rewritten. How does one fight an enemy who can turn your greatest strengths into weaknesses and your past failures into present-day weapons? This confrontation goes beyond the physical realm, testing Batman's willpower, his sanity, and his very concept of justice. The enemy's power is immense, their motives shrouded in mystery. They see Batman not as a hero, but as a flawed obstacle to a supposedly better future. To defeat them, Batman will need to rely on more than his gadgets and martial arts. He'll need his indomitable will and his detective skills to understand the nature of the scepter's power and exploit its potential weaknesses. Every move is critical. A wrong step could mean not just the end of Batman, but the end of Gotham as we know it, replaced by a twisted version born from this new villain's ambition. The battle rages on in this dimension outside of time, a silent war for the future. Can the Dark Knight overcome an enemy who wields reality as a weapon? The answer will determine the fate of everyone in his city. What do you think happens? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic stories. Thanks for watching.